Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sudden Wealth. I do hope you're having a wonderful weekend. By the way, if you can tell by my voice, I'm still recovering a bit. Not so easy over here, but things are indeed getting better. By the way, guys, we are very close to the 500 subscribers. So if you could drop that like and press the subscribe button, that would help greatly the channel. So thank you very much. Today I would like to address two different things, so I will only make one video today. Look until I'm completely recovered. Otherwise, it's going to be very tough for my throat and also for my head. So let's keep it one per day until I'm back at 100%. So number one, what did we see in the stock market? Exactly what I was expecting and I've been mentioning. We did have that sell-off, 7 to 8%. We rebounded quite well, and we're going to stay on the sideways movement for a while. So I don't think we're going to see all-time highs next week. I think it's going to take longer for that, but we will see it, in my opinion, on the S&P, NASDAQ 100, and Dow Jones. Russell, more difficult to say. Now, what did we see? We went to the top channel of the sideways channel. We went to the top side, we went down. That's it. Then if we touch the downside of the channel, we go up. This is what I expect to happen, that we're going to be locked into these ranges and not much movement is going to come up. Inflation readings are hotter than expected. This was also something I suggested, also based on the European readings. They tend to go a bit hand in hand. Why? Because the shipping routes across the world, in terms of merchandising and others, are actually quite similar between Europe, the US, in certain items. And since the import areas are pretty much the same, which is Asia and Latin America, if prices are raising quite a lot for the Europeans, they will raise quite a bit for the Americans as well, particularly with the energy costs going higher, which basically change the entirety of the economy. But this is the importance of psychology and where we are in the cycles. About a year and a half ago, news like this would have derailed the stock market a good 10%, but we barely moved from the beginning of the week to the end. So that shows you that some news that used to have a lot of impact in the past start having a diminishing impact as much as we see it. We also saw that in 2020. In the beginning, every time there was an announcement of closing this or closing that, basically the stocks would tank 5, 7, 8, 10% in a week. And then after a while, they wouldn't even tank anymore. So that's the point. This happens consistently across the board. So this is for the stock market. Part 2, crypto market. We've seen a nice rebound on Bitcoin and Ethereum from the low. So we touched the number that I was expecting, the 24,000 levels. There was a good chance that we're going to stop there to stay between 22 to 24,000. The bounce is not conclusive enough to say, okay, fine, we are not going to see 20, 22, we're going to stay in the 24. It's still not clear, and to confirm that that's indeed the case, but I did mention something that I think one of you actually pointed out in the comment section, which is everyone was discussing how September was going to be the September market, in the sense that September is such a bad month in crypto that this time around it was also going to be another terrible bounce. So everybody was on the sidelines kind of waiting for the big sell-off so they can buy. And I was saying, look, if I was a big whale, or if I had a group of friends we were all big whales, I can tell you that I would buy quite heavily in September and let all these people behind who are on the sidelines waiting for something. You see, every time everyone is going through one side of the trade because they're expecting something, that makes me wonder if the opposite is not going to happen. Because I get it. Like, historically speaking, if you look at almost every time in history, Septembers have been terrible. But at the same time, most people didn't pay attention to it. So either there was no discussions around it, either, I don't know, people just didn't know what to expect. I don't know what to say. But now that everyone was talking about it, like you would go on YouTube, September, oh, this is going to go down, September, oh my God, September, the last bad month. Now October is going to be all sunshine and roses, but September is terrible, blah, blah, blah. I mean, when I started seeing that, I was a bit, maybe that's not going to be the case. So we will see about that. I think we're pretty much flat on the month now. We used to be a bit red in the first half, but we'll see how we close down the month. But in any case, I'm starting to feel tempted to say that we may see some sell-off, but not the dramatic level of sell-off people were expecting. Now, what is important to notice? Look, we are still in the recovery year. 2025 is the target. Pay attention to that. That's what matters. Things that are happening right now, they lay the bricks, the foundations for the next bull market. So the next bull market is a consequence of what is done now, not we have a bull market. So you have a bull market because of what happens now, not in the middle of the bull market something happens and then you have the bull market. No, things have steps. And the problem is, and I've said this many times, crypto is 3 years of pain, 1 year of fun. That's it. But the 3 years of pain prepare for the 1 year of fun. But the 1 year of fun is so much fun that you tilt into a bear market because you need to, you cannot go eternally high, right? So you need a big hangover, basically, to push you all the way down, and then you restart the whole thing all over again. And what I'm looking at ecosystems that are developing very aggressively, talking about things like Pulse Chain, which is what I call the retirement bags, but Cardano as well. You have a lot of development, a lot of new projects coming for the next bull run, a lot of activity, despite price being subdued. Ethereum active users has never been higher, and unique wallets have also never been higher, so they keep growing healthily. Bitcoin's hash rate was very recently at all-time highs. So what I'm trying to say is all the things that tell me that crypto is not dead are still happening at the moment, and all the preparations for the bull market are happening. Now, it's just boring. People just forget, like 2019 was extremely boring as well. 2020 was half terrible, half a lot of fun. 2021 everything was fun, but not even in 2021. So January to April, a lot of fun. Coinbase IPO, Bitcoin went from 65 to 29,000 in August. From April to August, zero fun. To late August, by the way, zero fun. September to November, a lot of fun again. And not even to the entire November. I think the top was around 11 November, 10 November or something. So this is what I mean. Like if you put all the the periods that we are up, talking about a year. All the rest is sideways to down, terrible, no fun. But you have these ecosystems. I do think Pulse Chain has bottomed. I do think PulseX maybe has bottomed as well. X on Pulse Chain to be seen. But I'm seeing a lot of metrics. What's important is still have a good benchmark of active users. And I always love when people say, oh yeah, but your active users are small. So that's good. The value of the network goes something like this. If you 10x the number of users, so let's say you have 1,000 users, you go to 10,000, the price goes up 100-fold. 100-fold, that is 10 squared. So if if the active users go from 1,000 to 20,000, that is a 20x your usage, price can go up to 400 times, which is 20 squared. So the fact that you start lower, I mean, I'm saying sensible lower, cannot be lower 1%, talking about 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, then you still have something going on. What is important is to have active development, people creating on the chain, community remaining strong. All the things that you still see in projects like Cardano make me think that they will survive and they will stick around for the next bull run. How big will be the next bull run? Will it be a mega cycle? Will it be just a normal cycle? To be honest, I still don't know. I do see some things that could point to a super cycle, but think about this. If you have a super cycle, that means that the easy gains, the gains where with a few thousand euros or a few $1,000s or a few thousand Japanese yen would make you a millionaire, are finished in the next cycle. That's what it means. So that's why I'm positioning right now. That's why I position in the bear market. So I don't need things to go up, 1,000 times. If they go up 50-fold, I'm already very well. That's my point. So thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed the update. I'm sorry for my voice. I'm sorry for coughing a bit. Don't forget, if you do enjoy the content, please drop that like and subscribe. We're very close to the magic number 500. So catch you in the next one.